everybody. My name is Lisa Tran, and I am a Dallas ISD parent, and I am going to talk to you today about what I do as a college or a university administrator. I work at SMU, Southern Methodist University here in Dallas, Texas, not too far from where you all go to school. And specifically, I work at the Cox School of Business. So the business school is one of 7 colleges within the university. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what I do, the education that I needed in order to get to my role, and invite you to come and visit me on campus one day. So a few fun facts about SMU. We were founded in 1911. So a little over 100 years ago, SMU was founded here in Dallas. We have a mascot, and his name is Peruna. So our school mascot is called the Mustangs. But if you come to one of our football games, you'll be able to meet Peruna, who's a little Shetland pony, and his name is Peruna. Our school colors are red and blue. So you'll see throughout my presentation that I'm going to use a lot of our school colors today. So you're probably wondering, what is a university administrator? So just think about at your school today, you have a principal, and a principal is an administrator. And at a college or university, the equivalent to a principal is called the president of the university, who's also an administrator. Although I'm not the president of SMU, I do fall under the administration. So just like you have an assistant principal, those are administrators within your school. And then on the other side, just like there is at your school, you have teachers who are part of the faculty. So when you think about a college and a university, the same thing. We have faculty who teach, but they are not called teachers, they're called professors. So when you go to college one day, you're gonna call, instead of Mr. or Ms. Tran, you would call your professor Professor Tran or Dr. Tran, because a lot of them do have PhDs. So that's the difference between an administrator and a faculty. Or an administrator and a faculty at a college and university. So what do you need to do and what do you need to study in order to become a college administrator? Really, you can study virtually anything that you want, but you do have to go to college. So a little bit about my background, I coincidentally also went to SMU. So I happened to work at the university that I went to school at, which is a lot of fun. So now I get to bring my kids to work, to our college and basketball games, and it's really close to where we are in Dallas, and it's a beautiful campus. So the degree that I got is called the Bachelor of Business Administration. So think about the degree. So when somebody says, what degree did you get in college? It's typically a bachelor of something. So I happen to study business. And then there's a question that you're gonna get asked, what did you major in college? My major was in finance. So I actually thought that I wanted to go into banking or something in the corporate world. And I actually did. So I worked as a buyer for Neiman Marcus and JCPenney before I moved over to the university and college side. And then I also wanted to study and work abroad. So I knew that I wanted to learn a language that is really important in the business world. And believe it or not, Chinese is extremely important because we do a lot of business in China. So a lot of the things that you buy in the stores happen to be made in another country. So I learned Chinese and I was able to study in Beijing, China, for a summer and a semester. A lot of college administrators and faculty, so think about professors, they have to go to graduate school. So after you graduate from college, which typically is 4 years, I attended graduate school after working for a few years, and I knew that I wanted to work at a university and continue to work at a university. So I decided to get my Master of Education. And then I knew I wanted to stay in administration, so I concentrated in higher education administration at the University of North Texas, which is about 30 to 35 miles north of where we are here in Dallas. And I was able to finish my degree in a year and a half, so 3 semesters. I actually worked at 2 universities. I moved to Boston with my husband, and I worked at Harvard Business School. And when I moved back to Dallas, I knew that I wanted to work at SMU, specifically in the business school. And so now here I am, 9 years later, working at SMU. So what do I do as a university administrator, and what do I do specifically in my job? Think about it this way. I help connect with companies who want to hire our students for jobs. So once you graduate from college, you want to get a job so you can pay your bills, pay the rent, and also meet a whole group of other people. So a lot of my friends that I have today, a lot of them, yes, went to grade school and high school and college with me, but I also made friends and connections through my job and my work. What I love the most about my job is being able to meet new people, to think about ways to help our students figure out what they want to do with their life after they graduate from college, but also how can we help the community? We are a business school, and what I love about working at a university is that we continue to learn because we work at a school that teaches students who are going to be future workers one day. So just to highlight a few photos that's on the slide, I was able to meet one of our alumni. So one day you're going to graduate from your school and you're going to be called an alumnus. And never forget where you come from, and always think about giving back to where you went to school. And that's why I love doing things like this today. I got to travel to New York as one of the many cities I travel all over the country. And I met with one of our alumni that works at Google. I'm sure you've heard of Google. So Google actually hired a few of our students, and they helped invite our students to tour the campus in New York. And it was a really great opportunity to make stronger connections. And now we do business together by Google hiring our students and also partnering in other ways. I do a lot of speaking. So I speak to large groups. I just speak to, just one-on-one. I talk to companies every single day, multiple times a day, to figure out how they can either hire our students or partner with one of our professors on a research project. So a lot of what's invented today was actually done at a college or university. So I connect with companies to make sure that there is a partnership between companies and the school. And then another photo that you'll see with a lot of people, the business school. So SMU was founded in 1911, but the business school was founded in 1920. So on February 20th, 2020, we celebrated 100 years of business education. So we threw a big party, and to celebrate the fact that, we've been around for 1 century. Can you believe that? And another fun photo that you'll see on this slide is I got to meet Dirk Nowitzki. And although it wasn't 100% connected to the job that I do, because of the people that I'm exposed to in the university side and the business side, I was invited to attend a luncheon, and Dirk Nowitzki was the keynote speaker. So I talk a lot in my job. And as you can imagine, I can't meet with people face-to-face right now. So I do a lot of Zoom meetings just like this. So hopefully one day I'll be able to go back and speak in front of a live audience and meet people. And I wish I could do this face-to-face with you. but I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about what I do as a university administrator. The last thing I would say is, as you think about college, and even if you're in preschool right now or in 5th grade, or even in high school, I encourage you to visit campus, a college campus. And since you're here in Dallas, very easy to come and visit SMU. So I invite you to come and visit. The photo on the left you will see is down our boulevard, and you'll see students throughout the day, multiple days of the week. And on the right, I don't know if you know this, but we are one of the very few college campuses that has a presidential library. So George W. Bush, who was our President of the United States, decided that he was going to have his library be at SMU, and we're very thankful for that. So if you didn't know that, that's another reason why I invite you to come and visit SMU. Not only will you get to see a college campus, but you'll get to visit a presidential library here in the United States. Thank you again for your time, and I enjoyed speaking to you.